Good morning, Jess here. Today on Is It Magic, I am going to show you how I use liquid eyeliner. So today we're going to use the Unique Dip and Draw, and this is Prominent, which is a brown. So I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, and I have a few more circles under my eyes than normal. So we're going to have to work to cover those up. Like I've told you guys before, I don't love concealer under my eyes because I feel like even though it looks great in pictures, up close it looks cakey and kind of fake to me. So it's not something I like personally on myself unless I'm going to be at an event where there's going to be lots of pictures involved. So what I'm going to do today, I have clean skin, clean hands. I have on my daily moisturizer with SPF, and then I put on tinted primer. And I should have done that on video. So what I do to make my tinted primer, because I feel like a BB or CC cream is still just a little bit too heavy for me, it makes me a little greasy later on in the day. So I take my primer, put it in the palm of my hand, and I just sprinkle a couple little speckles of my velour loose powder foundation, blend it together, and then use it just like my primer, and it just gives me just an extra little bit of coverage that I'm needing today. So primer's on. I'm gonna start. Remember, it doesn't take much of the foundation, and you just start blending. Make sure you blend really well so you get good coverage. It is layerable, so you can add more if you need more coverage, add less if you don't. Some people only need one coat, some people need 2 or 3. Totally personal preference. Just make sure that you blend it well, blend into your neckline. Nobody wants to see a makeup line at the bottom of your chin. Does not help you look put together, so I put it all over my eyes because I'm too lazy to put on a separate eye primer. So there you go. Now today, because I do have those extra dark circles, that helped, but I'm also going to take a little bit of my Touch Press powder, and I'm going to use a foundation brush and just take a little bit. This is Taffeta, so it's just a little bit of a different shade. I'm just going to take a little there, and I'm just going to go just here. You never want to swoop any sort of concealer or anything right under your eyes, because all that's going to do is intensify that raccoon effect. So if you can give your face some other dimension where it's kind of drawing your eye away from the circles, that's always going to help. And then I'm going to take my translucent setting powder. Like I said, I love this for around my eyes because it's nice and light and just helps even out those dark circles a little bit more. And then again through the T-zone to make sure you don't get oily throughout the day. And I'm going to add just a little bit extra into the insides of my eye and under there so that we get a little bit more coverage. So that definitely helps with the circles. You know, a lot of coverage without having a whole lot of makeup on. And today we're still going to go with the Seductive Blush. It's just one of my favorites year-round. Sometimes I like to go a little bit pinkier, sometimes a little lighter, but it's great for me all the time. So just buff that in there. Okay. Now sometimes I'll do my eyeliner first, and sometimes I'll do it second, depending on what kind of eyeliner I'm using and what look I'm going for, how intense that I want it to be. So first I'm going to go ahead and draw my brows on with my Brow Obsession palette, and I'm just going to go real quick. We're not going to do anything crazy today if I cannot throw stuff at myself. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of where I want my brow to be with the lighter color, and then I'm going to go back in and fill it just a little bit more with the darker shade. I'm going to be working outside today, so I don't want to go crazy because I know I'm going to be all sweaty and I don't want makeup running down my face. So you can then use the wax, or I'm going to still go with the brow gel just because I love it and it's quick and easy. And I missed a little spot, so they're uneven. So brows are on, make your face look wide awake and open. So the next one I'm going to do is I'm going to use the #1 shadow palette. And I've lost my brush, here we go. And like I said, I like to keep my brushes separate. So different colors, different brushes. And I'm just gonna use this Elated, it's a nice neutral color. And I'm just gonna make sure that that brow stays where it's supposed to stay. This kind of gives you that extra foundation on your lids without being cakey or heavy or really adding any color. And then I'm going to use the Splurge cream eyeshadows today, and I keep several different Splurge brushes so that they don't get mixed up. And my most favorite one is Elegant. It's just a neutral, it's got some shimmer, and it does not take much. I mean, just that tiny little bit, and that's going to go right on my inner eye to keep them wide open. Now, I have played with a lot of different cream eyeshadows over the years and pretty much had given up on them because no matter what I did, no matter how I primed my lids, no matter what the conditions were, I always had creases. And I found like at the end of the day, I would just have this horrible crease and it was just atrocious. So I kind of swore off of cream eyeshadows for a long time until Unique came out with this, and they never ever crease and they never look cakey. They blend really well. I can layer them with any other pigment that I want to. So this is Tenacious. It's just more of a bronzy gold, and we're just putting it just a little bit to give a little pop of color. And it is shimmery, but it's not like 80s sparkly shimmery, so it's I don't ever find it to be overwhelming unless you want it to be, and then you can layer and really make it bold and pop. And then I'm going to get a different brush, and this is the Noble. It's a little bit purpley, and of course we know I love purple. And I am going to take that and I'm going to go from the edge of my eye and just in, almost making a little triangle right here, if you can see that. So not a lot, but just to give it a little bit of definition so that when I go over it with the liquid eyeliner, it doesn't look quite so stark. So just a little triangle there. And blend it a little bit. And then I'm going to take my dip and draw. So this is the most magnificent liquid eyeliner. So you've got a very narrow tube. And see, I'm going to have to get closer to this mirror because I can't do it that far away. So I'm going to go the same as I do normally for my everyday normal eye pencil. I'm going to just kind of start at the halfway point, and I'm going to go up from there. Okay, so you can see I just kind of started to go away from the lash line and just up almost in line. So just kind of imagine this line. I know some people use tape. I just kind of imagine this line from the edge of my brow to the edge of my eye. And then I go from the bottom and I'm going to go straight up and meet that there. And then I'm going to go back and fill it in and smooth it out. Now sometimes if I want to go really big and glamorous, I might line the whole eye. I'm going to just bring it in just a tiny bit underneath that lower lash. Make sure it's filled in the whole way. And that's it. So it really does open your eye, and you can play with different angles. You can go all sorts of different directions with a liquid eyeliner. You can go really big and bold, or you can go fairly neutral for an everyday look. So same with the other eye. And I always find I have to go back and fix one of them because one will be perfect and the other one I will draw crooked, inevitably. Maybe today it will cooperate. So I put liquid eyeliner on over top of my eyeshadow when I wear it, just because I don't want it to blend in and be covered with the shadow. So that's it, super easy. We're gonna go for a quick highlighter. Today I'm gonna use Iridescent, and this is the cream to powder stick. And it comes in lots of different shades, and I'm just gonna give it just a little bit right there and blend it in really well so nothing looks crazy. And then all we have left to do is get all the little pieces of makeup brush off of you. This is where a beauty blender does work really good. Make sure you keep yours clean. I generally only use it for doing that final buff and make sure I don't have any little fibers on me for my brushes. So gonna do our fiber mascara again. So we're not gonna go crazy. A quick coat of gel on both eyes, upper and lower. Make sure your gel is open, or your fibers are open and ready. Second coat of gel. Again, I only put fibers on the top, and we're not gonna go crazy. And then I'm going to set them back with my gel so everything stays in place for the whole day. We're gonna go back and do the other eye. So again, I know it seems like it takes a little bit longer in the video just because I'm talking through it, but in real life, I try not to spend more than 5 minutes doing my makeup unless it's a super special occasion. Then sometimes I'll sit and play with it for an hour. And again, I'm gonna go with a lip stain because I love it. They stay all day. This one is Savvy. It's a little bit more purple. And sorry, I can't really talk while I'm doing this part. And this is one that I do several coats so I can build that color because I like it to be the brighter purple. So just let it dry a little bit in between coats. And I overline with the stain just a little bit. And that is it. Hair is already washed and dried. And I'm ready for the day. So drop me a comment and subscribe. Tell me what you want to see. Tell me what hints and tips and tricks that you want to learn about. I'm gonna go over dermaplaning sometime this week. I know that's come up a lot of times. So let me know what you wanna hear, and I look forward to helping you with all your makeup needs. Have a great day.